Welcome to your 2016 September Cartomancy Divination reading here with Red Goddess. I will be giving you the reading for the month of September 2016, and it feels as though that this month that equals to the number 9. 2016 also equals to the number 9 is a symbol of completion. Okay, so I feel a lot of us have resurfaced this entire year from the beginning to the end, or from the beginning up until the point of September. We've had to rekindle with things that have happened 10 years ago, within the last 10 years, just under 10 years. We've had to repeat certain cycles and patterns. We've had people from our past come back to kind of give us closure and vice versa. We've had people come back to try to make things work, whether it was business partnerships, friendships, relationships, or just to have, to build something of a long-lasting value for us, okay? So I'm just shuffling the cards, and we'll see if any cards seem to pop out, and one just obviously did, and it's the 8 of Clubs. So as I mentioned, you know, because we've had people come back to us, circumstances, I mean, I myself, within the last, how many years of my life, there's a freaking pattern of people repeating, like coming back to me. And if it's not literally the same people, which it has been, but it's also been very similar people. So like it could be as if it's the same type of people. Now I'm not one to put people in groups or to judge them based on this or that, but if you really pay attention to certain things, when there are patterns in your life, things that you need to master, such as emotions, inner emotions, how to deal with your life, how to deal with situations, some things that involve your own family, you'll see, if you pay attention, you will be repeating, attracting very similar people. They may be different people, but similar people that have gone through things such as yourself, have gone through things that involve things that, you know, anything at all. It could be anything that you've been through. They've kind of gone through it, or someone's done it to them. And then you kind of have something to be like, oh, okay, so that's why I attracted this person in my life. But what is it that we need to learn? What is it that we need to experience one more time in order to move forward? So it looks like there's some contemplation here that you're really thinking about. There's a lot of analyzing. There's a lot of thought involved of, in the past it was done like this. This had to happen. This is what happened. This is what I did. This is what my actions did. This is what I thought. This is what happened. This was the outcome. And a lot of it was not even, it was out of my control. And this is what happened. And sometimes you may think, is this what's going to happen again? But this time around, remember, like I said, things repeat itself. Patterns repeat itself in order for you to master your own inner emotions, okay? So we cannot control what happens to us, external circumstances, but we cannot control other people's opinions, thoughts, views, their actions towards us and our life. But what we can do is control how we feel about it. What we can do is control what we do about it. What we can do is, you know, our actions determine our future, okay? Someone else's action is not going to determine your own future. It can make an influence, but it cannot determine it, because at the end of the day, it's your life. Okay? It's your life. Next card. I seem to like when the cards pop out, so I'm going to be going by that and see if the divine has any certain messages that need to come out during this time. You know what I mean? 2016 has been a very potent year for people to really manifest on a physical realm, practical realm, what it is that they've really worked really hard for. A lot of people have come to me this year alone, seeking justice. A lot of people have come to me, look at that, another 8. A lot of people have come to me, this is talking about you create your own life. A lot of people have come to me seeking guidance in terms of, listen, Talar, I've been through this. I'm freaking done. I'm tired. I'm so tired. I want a new life. I want a new beginning. But that's great. That's so amazing that you've come to that. Okay, because a lot of people will still completely repeat things and let things happen to them. Okay, you know, without being aware, without paying attention, without, you know, but for you to be aware, that's great. Like I said, it's probably the first step, and it's being aware is probably the most important thing that you can, you know, possibly take, that step, you know, coming out, talking about it to me, you know, trying to seek something about it, to do something about it, like guidance or spiritual guidance or anything at all. But when you can do that and be aware of that, then you'll be able to say, and you'll be able to realize that I got to do something about this. I got to create some changes with it. And how you do that, you don't create changes. It doesn't come from out of nowhere. You take what you've had, your past people, your past experiences, your past pains, you put it up in the magic ball, brew up some magic potion. This is a metaphor. You can do this, but it's a metaphor. Brew up some magic potions of the past pains. Brew up some magic potions of the past thoughts. Brew up some magic potions of the past people, situations. Put it in a big pot. Stir up your wand. Stir up your new intentions. Stir up. Put in your new intentions of who you are, what you've turned into, what you've become, and create something new with it. You're an alchemist. You can burn the past. There's 2 candles right behind me. The fire. The fire. Wands are fire. This is air, but it's also fire. Ravens are symbolic of a messenger. So death, a death of something. A death of something and a new beginning of something. When something dies, something new begins. When the door closes to the past, a new door must open, which is also symbolic of the number 8. Infinity, karma, patterns, cycles, things of that nature. Look up raven or crow spirit message at this time. It's highly important that you really pay attention to specific meanings. If you're not somebody who's into shamanism and you're not really into the whole looking up the spirit, this, spirit, that for animals and totems, just watch a documentary of ravens and crows. Watch how they are. They're tricksters. They trick and deceive in order to live their life. Now, I'm not telling you you must be a big deceiver. I'm not telling you, you know, things, but this is human nature. And like I said, we cannot control what comes in and out of our life. You know, just like the raven has appeared. The raven is here to guide you right now, okay? Just because you feel somebody or you feel something around you that's deceptive or things like that, seek to understand it. Seek to understand that situation. Maybe you have something about you that's deceptive and you're not aware, okay? We attract situations into our life so that it makes us aware of more of characteristics that we carry within ourselves. Sometimes we need to be a little bit more that way. Like I said, you don't have to necessarily be deceptive and things like that. It could just be that you're understanding a deceptive situation that has presented itself, or a deceptive situation that has happened in the past that you feel is repeating, okay? But do remember, you create your own reality, okay? You create your own reality, and that reality, that which you create, is a brew, a potion, an alchemical change, transmutation of the past. Past feelings, past emotions, past people, past situations, family stuff, things like that, okay? Things like that. Yeah. Something flipped here. Finally, a 9 card. So we've got the 9 of diamonds. And it looks like, you know, before we had the 8 of clubs, the 8 of spades, and now we've got the 9 of diamonds. And diamonds are more about practicality. Diamonds are more about physical manifestations. So if you can see here, the lady, when we started off, she was contemplating. She was like, you know, my life up to this point, I've done everything. I've worked so hard. But things just never went the way I wanted them to, okay? So she came to the conclusion, this is a metaphor when I say she came to the conclusion that she's just going to take the past. She's going to take who she was in the past. She's going to take her past emotions and situations and brew up something new with it. And with that, it ends with the month of September and in the year 2016. And she went from a very dark situation. As you can see, she's wearing dark colors. As you can see that. And now she's entered a more colorful situation. You know, and she's wearing that pink with the blue and the white, and the birds here are white and black. So it could be that she's had to deal with a situation that involved black and white, meaning right and wrong, good, bad. It could be things like that, or being around people that view things in a situation like that. Morality, justice, injustice, justice that never went according to that. Things like that. But remember here that the girl, she's all colorful. So that means she's overcome it. She's overcome a disease. She's overcome a mental anguish. She's overcome a situation that no longer serves her. And she's feeding these birds. So she's feeding. What that basically means, it doesn't mean she's feeding like she's giving it power to live in that sense of for it to outdo her, or like for it to like bog her down, or like whatever. It's more of, so she's feeding because she's come to that realization that we are all children of this manifestation of the universe. We are all entitled to be here. We are all entitled to experience life. We are all entitled to our emotions, whether some people have a lack of it, a lack of empathy or not. That's their experience. Not everybody has parents. Not everybody has family. So their experience, their life, okay? Some people, you know, they have everything, but they just still feel a lack of emotion. Some people have nothing, but they're incredible teachers. They're incredible empaths. So everybody's situation is very different. What is your situation? You know, be aware of what your situation is and do something about it. Be grateful about your life. You know, I always say, guys, if you want to help out in any way, shape, or form, volunteer somewhere, okay? Volunteer in a local shelter. You don't even have to do this on a regular basis. Go and check it out. See how you feel about it. If it kind of scares you and it freaks you out, that's okay. But just go and do something, okay? Even if you have access to go and get like 60 cents worth of like canned foods and like provide it for people who are homeless, or like provide it for people who are on the verge of homelessness, do something, okay? Build up that karma, okay? Maybe you've gone through homelessness. Maybe you knew somebody who was going through homelessness. Maybe you know somebody who's been raped. Maybe you know a family member who's been killed unexpectedly, or their life was taken from them out of revenge, or out of this, or out of that. And you feel you want to contribute in some way, okay? There's many ways in your town, in your city, wherever you live, in an organization. Get involved, guys. Get involved. And if you don't want to, you know, there's incredible corporations and people on YouTube. There really is. And if there's people, you know, accepting donations and you really like what they have to do with their stuff, you know, you don't have to drop them a few $100s. Drop them a few bucks, you know. And if not, just let them know how you feel about them. Let them know that, you know what, I really, really like the work that you're doing, this contribution. I feel like your word is encouraging people. And even if it's not thousands of people, a few people is strong enough. You know, and that's capable of changing things on this planet right now, because one person speaks, it affects another person, and then they move towards that direction, okay? So remember, there's that beauty here. I'm going to zoom this in. Do you see how the clouds are moving, and it's sunny, there's that blue sky, you know, she's got that white beautiful the beautiful birds, and she looks much more you know what I mean, than these two cards. So like I said, when I say she, doesn't necessarily mean it's a female. It could be a male, it could be a boy, it could be a girl. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Okay, let's pull out. Oh, looks like a few cards are coming up. 3 cards. Okay. So 3 cards came out. I was going to pick 1 card, but it looked like 3 wanted to come out, which is good because 6 cards, and 6 and 9 are on the same vibration. 3, 6, and 9. We got the 4 of Diamonds, another practical card, another materialistic card, another star. Look at me, I'm the star. I create money. I create physical manifestations with thought. In the energetic realm, I manifest. Number 4 is all about security, stability, solid structure. Number 4 is all about that organization that I was just talking about. Guys, get into organizations and do something with your life, okay? Do something for someone else's life, okay? Study up organizations in your town, in your city, you know, contribute your time. Go pay a visit to people that are homeless. Go pay a visit to people that have no parents. Even if it's just during the holidays, if it's Thanksgiving, if it's Halloween, if it's Christmas, if it's whatever. Sometimes you don't have to. Go visit somebody, okay? Because you're going to get something really marvelous in return eventually, okay? That which you send out returns to you. Especially when you're involving practical endeavors, something practical will come back to you. Hey, you never know. You may land, you know, an internship. You may land a job there. You may land something. You don't know. Keep your eyes open. People know each other. They'll speak about each other. They'll say good things to each other about each other. You know, this person did this. That's incredible. You know, you never know. If you have an interest at this time right now to go visit a museum, an art center, I highly suggest that you do so, because that's also an organization. Everybody has been telling me since the summer, Talari, you need to go visit the ROM. I haven't been to the ROM in, I don't know, about 4 years. Royal Ontario Museum. They've brought in this summer, they're going to bring in more things in the fall, like different cultural stuff, but they brought in like different tattoos and stuff, and everybody's like, Talia, you need to go and stuff. I don't know, I may end up going in the fall, we'll see what goes down, but I highly suggest that you guys, if there's a museum around, if you want to know more about the heritage of the village that you live in and the town that you live in, go find out. You never know the story behind it, okay? You never know. It may coincide with your own ancestral background. Highly, highly, highly suggest you look into your own family tree at this time. Highly, highly, highly suggest you look into your own family bloodline. Family. Find out. If you don't know anything about your family, find out. There are ways. We live in a generation where everything is going through digital, internet. There's ways to find things out, okay? People have Facebook. I don't have Facebook for a good reason, but people have Facebook for a good reason. Find out things about your own bloodline. Go visit that museum. You see all that art decor? Okay? Maybe you'll find out that there's artists in your family. Maybe you'll find out that there were artists, you know? Maybe you'll find out that your family came from a legacy of the Renaissance or things like that, such as my family and stuff like that. Okay, then we got a Joker card. I don't usually read these, but sometimes I do. Actually, a lot of times I do. Anyways, but the good thing is she's wearing pink, like the lady that was wearing the 9 of Diamonds is wearing pink. And pink is all about that heart chakra. Pink is all about that loving, open heart chakra. You want to have an open heart during this entire process. Don't close off your heart. And people think, well, I opened my heart and people are hurting me. Your heart has nothing to do with someone else hurting you. Your open heart has nothing to do with someone allowing yourself to get hurt, in that sense if someone has power over your heart. Nobody has power over your heart. You have power over your heart. And you may say, okay, but I feel a certain way, so I don't have power over my heart. Love, love it comes in ways that you can't control how you feel. Sure. But that mind frame means it's conditional. That love you're feeling, that love you're thinking of, it's conditional. And real love for self, real heart chakra is unconditional. And you don't have to view it towards a person, a place, a situation. You view it for yourself. That love you view is for yourself. So by you loving yourself, you realize, oh my gosh, I keep attracting people from my past. The more I love myself, they keep coming back to me. Well, it could possibly be that that's that pattern, that's that karma that needs to be unleashed during this time. Maybe they feel bad. Maybe they see you as an incredible person, but they just are not perfect people. They've made mistakes and they're sorry. Maybe they see you as somebody who's very affectionate, very strong and powerful, and they want to be that way. Sure, you may feel like, well, what the hell is this? I feel like I'm around people that have hurt me and I'm still loving and I'm still loving. Remember, like I said, the old door has closed. When one door closes, a new door begins. A new door opens, okay? And the brown door symbolizes stability, like that Four of Diamonds. Brown is a very grounding color. It's an earth color. It's very warm. It's very grounded. And if you can see the beautiful roses, the white and pink roses, white is purity. It's innocence. It's angelic support. It's divine support. Pink is romance, romance of self. Pink is love, unconditional love. In the past, I've always said pink is not really that romantic thing. I always see pink more of femininity. Although women can be romantic in a sense, because people say to me, Talara, you always have candles. You're always taking care of yourself, so you're very romantic. That means when you're in a relationship, you're very romantic. When you care about people, you're very romantic. But that's my character. That's how I treat myself. So of course I'm going to come across that way to other people. Do you get what I mean? Everything starts with self. Yesterday I had a rose clay mask to cleanse my, my skin and bring in that femininity. And it could be that you need to incorporate that. And you see that beautiful temple there? There's a gorgeous temple. So like I said, find out your ancestral roots. Find out more about the ancient ways of your family. You never know what they have in store for you and what they need to tell you during this time. So I'm going to end the reading with this last card. And this is the King of Spades. And I find this exceptionally hilarious because we have a time of darkness here, a time of the unknown mystery of what is going on with my life. I'm so dissatisfied. I'm changing things the way I want it to be changed. All of a sudden, I'm feeling pink, loving, grateful, and appreciative with this white, with this pink. Then I'm getting grounded because I've realized what I want to do. I feel like this is an accumulation of the last 10 years I'm reading. And if you can really pay attention, this woman is all wearing white and pink and green and like very, purity, innocent, gorgeous. Oh, more pink. Right? I'm all pink. You see the pink? You see that color coordination going on? Pink, white, green, brown, red. It's symbolic of the chakra colors right now. So it could be that you're incorporating these colors in your life. This is what you need to work on. This is what you've accomplished, depending on the person. But, there's an offering here. King of Spades is a very analytical man. King of Spades is a very thorough, intelligent, has business orientation, has a business mind, but not so much that he works like the King of Diamonds or the King of Clubs. It's a different type of business. It's more of an analytical, okay? But I feel as though there's some things going on in people's minds here. I feel like if somebody is coming into your life during this time, somebody from the past, and he sees you as this very influential woman, a very positive, somebody who has really come out like a phoenix from the ashes of a dome that has burned to the ground, come out stronger, come out wiser, come out braver, and doing something about it with their life and encouraging other people to do something about it. He's coming to you with an offering, and this offering is his freaking crown. And that's why I chose this as the King of Spades when I created this deck, because I created this deck. Obviously, it says Cartomancy reading created by Talar Lori. Who's that? Me, clearly. RedEarthGoddess.com. But, oh, I forgot to mention, please visit RedEarthGoddess.com when you get the chance. So I chose this because, you know, the King of Spades has that intellectual, intelligent mind frame, and he's offering his crown, the mind, his royalty to this lovely lady who's very balanced in her heart. As you can see, she's touching her heart. She's touched. Okay? So if someone in your past is coming back to you at this time, hear them out. Don't close your heart. Don't feel the need to be like, I deserve better. Yeah, sure, you do deserve better. But nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've made mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm sure you make mistakes. Some people make worse mistakes. Some people make less mistakes. But that goes back to that right or wrong situation that you felt. That you're feeding that right or wrong in the past. That black and white bird. What's this thing with birds going on lately, eh? Even in my tea leaf readings, something about birds for the last 2 weeks. You know we're moving forward when. So hear this person out, okay? This person has something to tell you. This person has something that's going to definitely unlock something for your heart, okay? And if it's not with him, use it for yourself, okay? Use that love towards yourself. And I always encourage people, even when you're in a relationship or a marriage, you need to love yourself before your partner. If you don't know how to love yourself, then your partner won't know how to love you, and you won't be able to love your partner. And I'm not saying be a selfish love where you only care about yourself and you just take, and you ignore other people. That's not the type of love I'm talking about. Love yourself first in order for you to love another person. Love yourself first so other people know how to love you. Love yourself first and take care of yourself first, and do not be afraid to show other people how you deserve to be loved. Do not be afraid to show people who you are, what you've been through, what you've overcome. Because if you want people to open up, if you want people in your circle, you need to direct them and plod them in your direction of what you know is right for you. Because there are people around you that care. Doesn't matter if they're from the past. Doesn't matter if they've hurt you. Nobody's perfect. People will hurt you. We hurt ourselves more than other people hurt us. Okay? We do. People hurt themselves more than they hurt other people. So, if you want something of long-lasting value, friendship, anything, love, allow other people, hear them out. There's communication coming in. Hear them out. Let him talk to you. He has something to give to you. He has something to offer you. This also involves engagements in marriage, okay? Somebody is coming from your past to fucking offer you his hand in marriage. And in this situation, it's his crown in marriage. So that's divine royalty, okay? Are you going to accept this offering, or are you going to neglect it? What are you going to do? Okay? So thank you for watching September's reading. I will see you guys soon for the color wheel of September. Thank you.